Hi guys, no one is here. Today I have the best news of all. Yesterday there was a Shiba Eternity presentation by all the devs, and they have finally announced the download date for the global release of the game. And without further ado, the download will happen next weekend, depending on your time zone, so it will be either 1st or 2nd of October. So I hope you are very excited and ready to get into the game. And as we left last time, we were gonna build a new deck. Since then I have changed quite a bit of daily quests. So today I have to win as a Thai Shiboshi. So we might as well create this deck now. So first we're gonna start by making a new Shiboshi. I'm very excited to see what has appeared. We've got the tail, the claws, the eyes, the face, the head, and then the attributes. Look at that cutie. We have to name him, so since he's so cute I'll call him Kyutoshi. And it's a rare one. It has 2 rare traits. So let's see its powers. It has a fireball, a slipstick, a lasso, quick study, and ancient instinct. I think it would be quite good for Bite Thai, which is a high damage deck, and we have quite some damaging spells as well for it. So now we go into the decks. As always, there is a predetermined deck, which was given to us by the AI. As you can see, it's not a very balanced barks curve, and the barks are the energy in Shiba Eternity. In the top right hand corner you can see the spread. So we have a lot of 2 bark cards, and then just a few of other ones. So ideally we would want a more balanced curve there. So we'll get rid of the predetermined cards. As always, I prefer to start with traits. Since this is a new Shiboshi with its own qualities, the trait cards will depend on the Shiboshi, so many of them I'm seeing for the first time. Full of Fat seems like something we can try. It reduces the attack of the enemy fighter by 2 and adjacent enemy fighters by 1 point. So basically we can reduce up to 4 attacks for 2 energy, which is quite good, I think. Also the airdrop has quite a big attack as well to start off with, and it has an eager, so you can play it straight away. We'll try that. Dog Pound is quite strong as well. For 3 energy, has 3 attack and 4 stamina. Stamina is the life, so health in the game. We can try the Shiboshi Outlaw. For 3 energy it also has quite a good defense, a bit of attack, and then it also deals an extra 1 damage on counter. So in case someone attacks this card, they will get, instead of 2 damage, they will get 3. They all look really nice. I wanna have them all. But generally when I'm making a deck I'm trying to stick roughly 10 spell cards and 20 warrior cards. To make sure we actually have warriors to protect our Shiboshi during the game. Let's try this stick up. It deals 4 damage to the enemy Shiboshi and also discards one of their cards, so they have less options to attack with. Now I really like Ryoshi's katanas because they deal 3 damage to the fighter and also 1 extra damage to an adjacent fighter. So in case there is a fighter which has a little health but a lot of attack, in order to kill it you would either have to cause a lot of damage to your Shiboshi or to your warrior, which most likely will die. In this case I usually try to use Ryoshi's katanas on the warrior next to it and deal damage to it from the side. Woolly Eyes seems quite good. It has decent stats as well as it purifies the fighter and stuns them as well. So it's quite powerful. This is especially useful for any special effect cards which have any special qualities like a Guardian on Alpha, Beta and stuff like this. So once you attack them they'll stop being that and stop giving bonuses to other cards. I really like them all. The Old Shipster has great stats for 4 energy and on draw deals 1 damage to random enemy fighter. Also, if you've watched my previous videos, I like the Our Last Hope one. It gives 3 attacks and 3 stamina to a fighter, but kills any adjacent fighters. So usually you would use it on a single warrior which you have in the battlefield. Alternatively, if you have to attack, you must not forget to attack with the cards on its sides first, so you don't lose the attack for this turn and still deal some extra damage. Sometimes I do forget it. The Scorch one is also powerful. Shy's Messenger Bag is an okay card. It has 3 attacks, so you can use it for 3 turns, compared to the Ryoshi katanas which can be used only twice. And it gives 1 extra attack to a random fighter. But the trick here is that it's a totally random fighter, so it can give attack even to your opponent, which I do not like. So I prefer the Ryoshi's katanas instead. Tertian Masseuse, I hope I pronounced it correctly, has a block, so when you draw it, it will have an extra shield which protects it from its first attack on it. And it gives adjacent friendly fighters 1 stamina. So while it's not very powerful attack wise, it can be a great supporting card. And we can have 2 of those. And it looks like we didn't do much better job energy wise, because most of our cards are between 3 and 4 energy, some are 2, 3 and 4. We still have 10 cards to go. We can add a Fiery Elf. It's worth 8 energy. It has quite good stamina and attack. A tough, which means when someone does damage to you, a lot of damage, then it will not die, it will stay alive with 1 life, if I'm not mistaken. And someone else would have to finish it off. Also, upon killing an enemy, it would get an extra attack each time. So that can be quite exciting. Now we have 8 cards left, and we haven't even started looking at the discipline cards. But from the trade cards we have quite a good balance of warrior cards as well as spell cards. So I'm feeling quite confident. It can be an okay deck, but you'll never know until you actually try it against the opponents. Looks like we need some 1 energy or maybe 0 energy, and also in the region of 5 to 7 to balance it off. So this Graph Charger is an excellent card. It costs nothing. That's why I see it so often played against me. It has 1 stamina and 2 attack, which is quite strong for a starting card. It has an Eager, so it can attack straight away. And it costs nothing to use. So what else can you ask for? Scare Off looks like a very powerful attack spell. It deals 4 damage to an enemy fighter, and then they also lose 2 attacks. Just for 2 energy. You will not find something like this in the Shaijitsu deck or something else. So this is purely for the attack decks. Of course, in the attack decks they have less stamina, the warriors, so they're easier to kill, but they deal more damage. Now let's look at the more powerful cards. We still have 4 to go. It's not a very balanced deck for now, but it's still exciting. It's going to be exciting to try it. I think I'll have 1 Sawtooth, 1 Lady Wild Claw, just to see what they can do, which one is better. I'll try Cerberus Whistle Thread. It has a decent stamina and a bit of attack. And on Droid gives this fighter 2 attack, and on Rally give this fighter +1 attack. And we have 1 card left. I think I'll go with Big Sis. She has an alpha trait, which means adjacent fighters will get a boost from her. Now let's check the Shiboshi power we should use with this. We have the Slapstick. It gives a friendly fighter +1 stat to each, but also deals 1 damage to your Shiboshi. So you cannot use it too much without hurting yourself. But also you can save your cards or make them more powerful when you need to. Fireball gives 1 damage for 2 energy, which is not too much, because there are counter cards I really like in my main deck, the Shaijitsu. I have a card which gives shield for 2 energy, and then it negates all damage on the first attack, just for 2 energy, even if it's 10 damage or whatever. So it can be really powerful. And here it's always just 1 damage for 2 energy, which is a bit limited. Now the lasso, on the other hand, you can see it's basically like a fireball. It does them 1 damage, but on top of that it gives an enemy fighter a stun. So it will pass the next turn, which is like twice the features for the same energy. I think I quite like that. and as you can see it comes from an elite trait cowboy. So I got this, I got my power sorted. I'll just pick a card backs, and if you want to get more card backs, there are more very cool ones in the shop which you can buy. I really enjoy this Ryoshi one for reaching level 50. Now we have to not forget to switch our deck to this new Shiboshi. We go to battle, we click those arrows left and right to switch the deck. We find our cutie. Here he is, Kyutoshi. We click and we fight. For the first match, I would recommend to practice against an AI, so you just see how the game plays and how the deck works, to make sure we didn't miss anything important, because you don't want to go losing those ranked points and going down your rankings. When picking the starting cards, I try to have a good spread for the early bark or energy cost, so we have the cards to attack with at first. But if there is any particular card I really like and want, I save it as well. Now, since we're going first, we have no cards to go, so we just pass. We can use this card. It has more stamina than it had the attack, but he used a spell to kill it, so we got one more. Hopefully this time he will not have such a strong spell, being able to kill us straight away. We can use the similar spell on him now, just for 2 energy, and then attack his Shiboshi and get an extra pop. And we have one more spell to kill him with, which is very nice and lucky. And we have more pops now. Now we can use this card for 2 energy, we'll get rid of its 2 attacks, and it will not be able to do us any damage and will no longer be a threat. We can just ignore it for now and keep attacking the enemy Shiboshi. The issue with these smaller pups is that they take up our space limit, So once we reach 7 cards on deck, we cannot put more until the existing ones are dead. So we have a final one which we can use. I think we're gonna use the Big Sis with her alpha skill. You can see now how she will improve the stats of the adjacent cards. Ta-da! As you can see, she helped all of them. While because it is an alpha card, and the beta card helps just the adjacent ones. And I think we have almost won this match. Now that we attack. Yes, we have more than enough to win. So far it looks quite a balanced deck, and good enough to try out in the ranked matches. In the meantime, I will be making videos of mod decks and teaching you how to compile them before the game comes out next weekend. And I look forward to fighting with you in the ranked matches in the very near future. Thank you very much for watching, take care and goodbye.